Hello everyone, welcome to the UCalgary presentation, Bold Choice Bright Future. My name is Maria Atencio and I'm one of the student recruitment ambassadors who will be talking to you today about why you should choose the University of Calgary as your post-secondary institution. At UCalgary, we understand and we recognize the Indigenous people in the land, and that's why I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the traditional territories of the people of the Treaty 7 region in southern Alberta, which includes the Blackfoot Confederacy, comprising the Siksika, Piikani, and Kainai First Nation, as well as the Tsuut'ina First Nation and the Stoney Nakoda, including the Chiniki, Bearspaw, and Wesley First Nations. Welcome to the beautiful province of Alberta, where we're home to 5 national parks and where we also have the highest minimum wage in Canada, and we don't pay any provincial sales taxes. Now, I would like to introduce you to the beautiful city of Calgary. I always like to explain what we have in the city of Calgary based on 4 specific points: quality of life, employment, weather, and lifestyle. In terms of our quality of life, we're the #1 most livable city in North America, as well as the #2 lowest cost of living in North America as well. In terms of employment, we are the #2 city in Canada with most small businesses. In terms of lifestyle, we are home of 9 of 100 top restaurants in Canada. We also have one of the most extensive pathways and bikeways in North America. And one of the most fun things that we have in the city of Calgary, it's our proximity to the mountains and our proximity to one of the most beautiful national parks, which is Banff. In terms of weather, we have 333 days of sunshine. Here you can see an aerial shot of how our university campus looks like. In this shot, you will also notice our most iconic buildings, and I will highlight my favorite one. It's definitely TFDL, our Taylor Family Digital Library. We as students and recruiters get to enjoy of this beautiful place to study. And then you can also see that we enjoyed of having a transit station called University, meaning that you can just take a ride from University of Calgary to downtown and it will be 15 minutes. And you get to enjoy that with your U-Pass, which is included in your fees when you're a full-time student. Feel free to please scan our QR code on the bottom of this shot so you can see a Google map of our campus and how to access every building and every classroom in it. Now, let me talk to you about your first year experience as a university student at UCalgary. On your first year, you will get to experience meaningful situations and you will get to also build meaningful relationships with other students. And this is why it's important to attend to the most activities that are offered in our campus. One of them is definitely attending Clubs Week. At UCalgary, we have 344 clubs, and we're definitely expanding each year, and we have clubs not only in the academic side, like for example, the Bay Club, our Engineering Association, our Math Club, but we also have some personal fun clubs that you can also enjoy, such as hiking clubs, photography clubs, cultural clubs. We also have different programs such as the Emerging Leaders Program, UCalgary Cares. On your first year, you will get the opportunity as well to cheer on the Dinos in hockey and football, in all of our varsity sports as well. If you are part of our work integrated learning experiences, you will get to have professional and personal development while being a University of Calgary student. Professionally, because you will get to learn while you earn money in a paid position and enhance your resume and your career by working in your field. And personally, because you will get to obtain many necessary skills for any challenge that will come in your life. It's important to remind our students that you're not alone at UCalgary. We have many student support offices that will be there in your time of need. We have many that you can check out definitely in our website, but I would like to take this opportunity to highlight my favorite 2 that I still get to enjoy as a student. On the Student Success Center, you will receive academic advising and writing support. A second office that I would like to highlight is the Student Wellness Services. It's having a doctor just steps away from your classroom. Now I would like to introduce you to our residential services, which is where would you be living on campus. So if you are a first-year student and you apply to our residential services, you would have a 2-year guarantee spot. Something really important to know is that on your first year, you will also be part of our All You Care to Eat meal plan, meaning that you don't have to worry about doing groceries, cooking, or any dishes. I would like to remind you of why is it important to live on campus, and we can summarize this by saying 2 points. The first one, it's convenient. You're just a steps away from your classroom and you're really focusing on your priority, which is doing great at school and investing as much time as possible in it. And second, it's because of the meaningful experiences and relationships you will be able to build there by not only joining all of the study groups and classes available, but fun nights with other classmates that will become your friends as well. I would like to introduce you now to the faculties that we have available at UCalgary, which are 8 in total for all of our undergraduate students. And I invite you to take a look at the link in the description below to check all of the admission requirements, since these ones will be specific per program, per faculty, and you will be able to check out all the good and fun things about each of them. Let's talk about applying to UCalgary. Make sure that you apply first, and to remind you, our applications open on October 1st of 2021 and they will close on March 1st of 2022 for the fall 2022 intake. And something important to know is that if you want to be considered for early admission, you should apply before our Prestige Awards deadline, which is on December 1st. Something to also know about applying to UCalgary is that you have to pay for a $125 application fee, and that we will consider your admission based merely on your 5 specific high school courses. Each year at UCalgary, we have more than $17 million in awards for you to fund your education. We have our automatic awards, which you don't have to fill an application for. You would automatically be applying to the moment that you apply to admission at UCalgary. We have our high school or entrance awards that have a value of $500 to $10,000, and the application is March 1st, and you need to fill out a yes or no application for. And then we have our most important ones, which are our Prestige Awards, with our value of up to $25,000. The deadline to apply for these awards is December 1st, and this is why it's so important to apply to admission early, since you don't need an acceptance of admission to enter into our awards pool, but you do need to apply first to UCalgary. Like I was mentioning, university does come with an associated cost, and that's why it's important to start budgeting for your university experience. And it's important to know that you will be looking at spending $6,000 in tuition if you're a full-time student in the fall and in the winter semester. And you also need to take into account the associated costs of books and supplies, living expenses, and living in residence or living outside of campus on your first year when you're doing your budgeting. But I really encourage you to look and click on our cost estimator in the description below. To wrap up our application process, I will outline this in different stages. The first one is to make sure that you research what really interests you so you can pick the right program for you at UCalgary. And then second, remind you to apply as early as possible. Our application opens on October 1st, 2021 and closes on March 1st, 2022. And as a reminder as well, to apply for our Prestige Awards, which have a December 1st deadline. And then make sure that you upload in your student center your transcripts by the March 15 deadline. If you are interested in living on campus, make sure that you apply to our residential services by May 1st. And then hopefully after that, you will obtain an admission offer of acceptance and be part of our UCalgary community. If you do have any questions about our application process or need guidance on the way in, make sure that you connect with us. You can email me at northern.recruiter@ucalgary.ca. You can also follow us on our YouTube channel, Choose UCalgary, and all of our many social media channels as well available for you. Thank you so much for your time.